Is that baby hair in the front? Go ahead. I see the little. I see.
Let's slick it down a little
Yeah,
bit.
you slicked it the hell down. I see what you did.
Okay.
I see what you did. Fruit and water. I see y'all down in the comment section. Listen.
Yes. We want to be looking young forever.
Shout out to Daryl, our resident psychotherapist. The age-old tradition, social conditioning of men's roles must be redefined, not to serve, chase, or please women, but to recognize their value, which is not based on a woman's choosing or approval.
Why do we both do that at the same time?
Daryl! You gonna assault Bam real quick?
Okay.
You gonna assault Bam real quick?
I was like, dang.
Daryl! Damn, not to serve, chase, or please women. Facts. Because here's the problem. Way too much of us overvalue mediocre. Way too much. Because it's like you was talking about. They look a certain way, but their souls is trash. Their souls are encumbered. But the DM list is fat. It's full.
Get out those DMs. No.
Right. But like we are taught, especially black men, that unless we are chasing, unless we are pursuing, unless we are hunting, like we are not masculine. And there's a degree in that that's like, yo, sit back, watch and wait, and then see how she proves with her actions. That's what I say. Make it action oriented.
I think making action oriented should be the way to go. I'm instead of hearing what people are saying, because people can talk. They good out here. They be good with them keyboards.
They're good out here in the streets.
They really good, but it's actions. It really does speak louder than words for sure. At the end of the day.
Shout out to our resident psychotherapist, Daryl Stevens. Appreciate you, my G. That is incredible knowledge. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Boogie Talks. Men expecting to understand red pill knowledge and change is like a king expecting a spy to see his army and call ceasefire on his side. Y'all analogies are falling a little flat for me today. Okay, hold on. Men understand.
He just put it out there.
Red pill knowledge has changed. It's like a king expecting a spy to see his army and call a ceasefire on. Oh, it's like a king expecting a spy to see his army. Boogie, I don't know about that.
We like you, my man.
I don't. So here's the thing. I think there's a lot of Boogie. Here's the thing. I think like there's a lot of dudes that are down into the chat, down into the army that think that education and knowledge is only specific to them. In terms of as long as they know it, then they're good. And I don't think that that's true. I think education is important on both sides. I mean, here's my logic in that. I think that if you just give people financial literacy, if you just give men financial literacy, but then that leaves the whole half of the other gender out. Why do that? Like, why not try to bring us both closer to the truth?
Right.
But at the same time, women are more emotional, and a lot of their shit don't make sense, and I get that. And I know you're sitting here. Feel free to combat me with that point.
I mean,
but
we are more emotional. That's true. I can't argue with that. But I do believe that if you have some knowledge and you have something that is helping others, then why not share with everybody?
Well, listen, there's a lot, and I get it on my channel all the time. I'm not saying that Buggy does it, but Buggy doesn't do this. But there's a lot of people that come on my channel and they get flustered when they see me going over red pill content with women. And I think that it comes from a pure scarcity mindset.
Yeah. Purely
scarce, because it's someone who's like, oh, I finally found something that gives me a cut above the rest. Okay. Now, because I found it, if you let them know about it, right? Like it's that Fight Club shit. Like if they know, then you now talk about this, and it's just like, what are you talking about? You're scarce in your mindset. You're finding anything that you can.
That's how we wanted abundance.
It's not an abundance mindset, because an abundance. You know who's of abundance mindset? Jordan. Jordan plays incredible basketball. He don't care if you know exactly what he's doing, because he's still gonna dunk on your ass. He's still gonna dunk. That's an abundance. LeBron, abundance. He's abundantly mindful about his game of basketball. Abundantly mindful. Why care if they know a degree of this? Okay, no. I don't get it.
Level up.
Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of women that work way harder than 90% of the people in this chat. I'll keep it funky. I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. I'll keep it 1,000 with y'all. I know women that will outwork a lot of y'all.
I'm gonna take a sip right there.
I know women that will outwork a lot of y'all. Put more hours into the gym than a lot of y'all. And I'm saying that from a loving perspective to help you understand how much some people work. Okay, how much some people work in order to get an end result. Now, the thing is, if they work like that, but then I'm not making time for a relationship, that's a whole nother situation. Mm-hmm. But I've seen it with my own eyes. Show me one, dog. I know a lot of them. Ooh, you're talking about the ones that will outwork. Listen, I've seen them. Trust me. I've seen them. And let me tell you guys something. It's a lot of the times it's the ones that you like in a corporate environment. I've seen them, and I'm talking about, but they are extreme. Like in the workplace, at least, they're really alpha. And I've seen them. Like they walk into a room, they control the entire room, and I've seen them, and they put in the hours, and they make dough, they make bread. It's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I know a bunch. Some of them mentor me straight up. Some of them mentor me. Facts. I know a bunch. Shout out to Uncle Reg. I appreciate you, my G. Patreon gang in the building. Appreciate all the donations as well, guys. I'm trying to get through all of the questions. Shout out to Demon Days. This is not Fight Club. This is a means to understand. Stop treating the red pill like it's the holy grail. That's the thing. I don't understand when people feel like publicly available information is only specific to, it's publicly available. And my thing is like the more that you educate, the better that it is. Right. Right. Like, because if you just educate one side of the coin and not the other, you're gonna get divisiveness, right? Right? Or you're going to get some shit that gets enveloped in an echo chamber that works from a video content perspective, like me trying to appeal to your feelings. And a lot of these content creators don't show a lot of receipts. But here's the thing. When you bring things in front of other people that do not agree with you, how does that stand up? How does it stand up? If they know what it is that you're doing, they know what it is. How does it stand up? And that's what really I try to bring to this community, is from more of a critical thinking perspective. Shout out to Alwan Doms. The ultimate mistake guys makes is living their life around women and not a higher purpose. Facts. That's ultimately true. That's ultimately true. Red pillars and MGTOW often confuse being vindictive with being enlightened. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And women see it a mile away. Facts. Hence the bad experiences. Yeah, I want. This is what I say. This is what it is. I don't like when there's an assertion that there's something to be exposed with this content, as if it's not already so the thing is like I get it, guys. Like, there's a component of what this is that you may have learned, and you feel like it's something that you keep close to the heart, that helps you within the But I think like at the end of the day, like it doesn't help promote growth forward for people. It doesn't. If you feel like you have to use it as like a trap card, like you have to use it as like some sort of like some specialization card that you just learn and you got to just throw it out in case of, right? In case you feel like they're disrespecting you, like, I feel like, if you feel like that, I think that there's an increasing amount of accountability that you have to take for your own self and your own actions, if that's where you're at. Okay. And trust me, I know this because I was there. I was there. You guys already know my red pill story. I was there, and I got into the situation where I pointed at everybody else for the reason is why I felt where I was and how I felt and what it is. And I allowed someone to take advantage of me. And I pointed outward, out. It was always their fault for being a human piece of shit. Now, human piece of shits exist. Facts.
That's true.
But what about me allowed me to select someone that was a human piece of garbage?
Ooh.
What about me allowed me to enter in the doo-doo into my life?
Ooh. And
that's the thing. Like, if she's not truly doo-doo and she understands a component of this, logically, I can only conclude that. Here's the thing. That's what defines a white tiger. That's what defines a unicorn, is those that look outside of the basic evolutionary with their mind, where they want to do that Superman shit and upgrade to the next. But they understand kind of reality. They understand limitations, right? They understand what it takes to please a man, right? Basic goddamn concepts, right? Giving a man peace, right? Like things like that. Like if they understand that how much a man values that, and a woman that is seeking out a relationship or value, like, why would you not think that they would try to aspire to that if they're high integrity people?
Ooh.
If they're high integrity people. But that's what I bring it back to. Are you selecting high integrity people?
Man, he just went in.
Are you? Talk to him, Tiff. You know, I don't want to. This is all supposed to be you. This is not me. I'm not supposed to be talking.
I know, but like, I mean, you just spit some fire. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I mean, it's just you have to do this work inside before you can really when you can really attract the right people in your life. Okay, this is a starter. You know, red pill, I believe, is a starter, and you go from there. You know, you have this research, you have this knowledge, you gain it, and what you do with it is on you. So if you're still in that women ain't this, women ain't that, they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that, like what are you really doing with yourself?
Listen, I'm looking in the conversation, more sophisticated. We're not talking about those females, but why not? Why focus on the ones that cause problems?
Yeah.
Why stay there?
Leave them alone.
Why focus on them?
You see it. You see who they are. If you're very clear, you know, okay, that's not the kind of one. So let me go this way.
Listen, but see, a lot of folks want to focus in on there because it confirms their biases. Right. It confirms their ideologies. It confirms how they move in the world. It confirms why they should continue not to interface with them. It confirms
that's on you. If you want to live in that space and not grow, then that's on you, and you're going to be, you know, in your feelings for the rest of your life and missing out on some great opportunities because.
Listen, as I said all the time, 99% of my life outside of like macroeconomic shit that happens, I wake up with a smile on my face. Assuming that 50% of the world's population is out to get you, there's no way you can wake up with a smile on your face or remain unbothered. Right. If you think 50% of the world's population is out to fuck your shit up,
you're not gonna get very.
I don't think that's healthy.
Nope.
I don't think that's healthy, in my opinion. Anyway, let's get back down in there.
I mean, you said it, and it was great. So.